start with Jennifer Morrison. And John Hamm. Annette Bening. Adam Driver. And I'd like to bring up former U.S. Senate staffer Daniel J. Jones.
We are going to open this up to Q&A, but before you do, I just wondered, Scott, if there's anything you want to say. What was it like to experience it in front of an audience for the first time?
Well, I'm glad you guys think parts of it are funny. But, you know, I have, I guess, just really one question, which is, how many people here, if you just raise your hand and tell me if you believe that coercive measures work? All right.
Just that one guy? All right.
Because there are surveys that say that half of our country still believes that it does. The only other thing I want to say is thank you for your service.
Okay, if any of you have any questions for Scott or any of these folks up here, raise your hand, I'll call on you. Please speak as loudly as possible. It's a colossal room between myself and Scott and the rest of the folks up here. We'll repeat the question, but we need to hear it to repeat it. So, anyway. Somebody told me there was... Oh yeah, sure.
I was very impacted by the film. How did participating in the film, acting in it, impact you, and did it change or deepen your beliefs?
It was for the actors. He was very impacted by the film. How did participating and acting in this film impact them?
It impacted me by... well, we kind of had this conversation before we started, where Scott and I, where he was saying, you know, Dan Jones is who I want making my car, you know, watching my kids, making my, I mean, not just the service industry things, I guess, but like, it's who you kind of hope is in a basement somewhere, you know, against the odds, doing, fighting not only heavy bureaucracy, but being kind of given this responsibility of going what equates to an urban library of information, and just plodding along with little resources and a lot of time and patience. Those are the kind of people that you fantasize are somewhere hidden in a basement in government, you know, with a strong moral conviction, and that's their kind of guiding force. It's not often that you hear about, I don't think. So that was impactful to me, because obviously it's easy to kind of lose faith in institutions, especially if you're drawn to that they represent, you know, the North Star in your life. Scott was also saying it's kind of like you getting a script, or sort of was saying he's giving instructions to build something, and he winds up building his own noose, you know, and that could kind of be demoralizing, but in spite of it, there's somebody that's kind of doing that work, you know. So that was, I felt very proud to be a part of something that was telling that story.
Okay, yeah, there's a lady standing up, yeah.
This is a question for Dan. What are you doing now, and what is your dream job?
Okay, the question was for Dan, what is he doing now, and what was the second part? And what's his dream job?
Thank you. First of all, thank you so much for having me here, and it's a pleasure. It's such a pleasure to share this story for the first time at Sundance, so thank you. So what am I doing now, and what's my dream job? I think I'm still doing my dream job now. I do investigations outside of the government. I have a private company that does research, but I also have a nonprofit that does public policy investigations, and that's where my heart remains.
That's an incredible portrayal of Dianne Feinstein. Was she involved in the film? Does she know about it? Did you meet with her? Is Senator McCain aware of it before he passed?
The question was for Annette Bening. He commented it was an incredible portrayal of Dianne Feinstein. And his question is, was she involved with the making of the film, and has she seen it, and all that?
I did not meet with her. I know Senator Feinstein. I'm lucky to know her for different reasons. I'm from California. I'm a Democrat. We both went to San Francisco State. When I moved to San Francisco, she was on the Board of Supervisors, and soon after that, something that she refers to in the movie, when Harvey Milk was killed and George Moscone, she became mayor. So I've been aware of her for a long time, and I know her, but I did not meet with her, and I felt it was actually probably better. She's aware that the movie was made. I talked to colleagues of hers, and I probably could have, but I almost thought it was stronger for the movie if it's not about that, because it's not about the agenda. The movie's just trying as best as it can to just tell the truth about what happened. And in this case, she was at the center of something that happened that was the right thing. Thanks to Dan's force of character as well. I mean, it was a group of people, and it wasn't just Senator Feinstein, there were other senators who were involved. There was one part of your question, McCain, right. McCain did know that we were making the movie. I was privileged to know John McCain. I was at his funeral with my husband, and that's the part that always gets me, is the part with John in our movie. So he was in support of it, and was also discreet about his, he knew about it, and he supported it.
Okay. Yes, right there.
I'm curious whether you ever thought about doing this as a documentary instead of a dramatic film, and I want to give you such kudos for having decided to go the dramatic route. It's brilliant to have this out as a dramatic film, but I'm curious about, whether...
Her question was, did they ever think about doing it as a documentary, and she's quite thrilled that they decided to go with the dramatic route.
No, I mean, I'm a big fan of docs, and, I'm grateful to have been a part of a couple. But no, I felt like I always wanted this to be what it is, and to be a scripted film, so I could really get into the story in the way that we did. But there's a lot of really talented documentary filmmakers here, and if they want to take it on, I'm happy to help.
Okay, certainly until we have time for just one more question, so I'm gonna go with that lady right there.
First of all, thank you so much for an incredible film. Very moving. I want to know how you decided to film the torture scenes. Those were some of those points I see.
Scott, can you repeat that?
Yeah, the question was, how did we decide to film some of the torture scenes? We went back and forth a lot about it. I guess I felt that the movie needed to be about the torturers, us, And so I wanted that to be the focus. On the other hand, we have a lot of conversations about if you didn't show some of it, people really wouldn't understand what this is. I mean, we talk about waterboarding all the time, but you know, when you really go and talk to someone like Malcolm Nance, who's in the Navy, who is outraged that this technique, which was done to protect our people, was somehow weaponized and is bullshit. I just wanted to show enough so that people got it without, you know, doing torture porn.
Okay, thank you all for coming out. Let's give them